Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here. You know, I know for those of you who might listen to me every now and then, get a chance to hear that same message over and over and over. Because regardless of what my subject matter is, my solution, my outcome is always the same. And so it really is just a repeat. And yet I find it necessary to repeat myself over and over again because the benefits to us, which this message has been given, has not been reaped. And as a consequence, here I am. I want to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, I've heard it said that we as human beings are of one race. We are one parent. We have heard that over and over again, meaning that we are all family. That's what basically it's saying. And then, if it's saying that we are one family, then it's also should be saying that there is something that works for this entire family, a system of our living that works for this entire family. And the truth of the matter of it is, yes. In our politics, in America, you hear people say, the left moved too far to the left or too far from the center. And yet, the right has moved so far, it's off the scales in its rightness. And so we're talking about all of the people who have not benefited from those on the left. And for whatever the reasons might be, and they are many, the right just goes and goes and goes. And the right is built for what we have found out. Right before, it's always been built on that, but for some of us, we might not have known. But now it's been put before us, so we have no excuse. Built on lies, cheating, stealing, hatred, racism, bigotry, support for some have, some don't. All of this negativity, all of this which we call evil, because it denies the opposite. And this is what the world has always chosen. And nobody tells you about fixing this problem. People say they can attack certain parts of it, and depending upon when and the times and what the concerns are at that given moment in time, you may be able to see this or that done, only to lose it at a later date, at a later time. Anything but a solution. If the Republicans in American politics have come to the point that lying and cheating and stealing, all of this evilness that has been put before our face, one who has committed it, he's committed it. All of them. He violated it all. And the American people speak and say, this is what we want. That means that the absence of this have failed so desperately until the people now are ready to include everything that they've been against, hoping that it will work for them. And at the same time, it's just like everything else. It would work for them if it did, but it wouldn't work for the others. This is the way it has always been. One's benefit at the suffering of another. Over and over throughout the world, throughout the existence. But this and these forms of systems of government continue because it's formed by people who benefit from them. They have no particular interest in anything but themselves. And we, the people, are just tools to be used. We are like the timber that's used to make houses. We are like the materials used to make transportation. That's all we are. For them. Not for ourselves, but for them. And so I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, the left should, if they could think that way, move all the way to the left. If the right want to take you to hell, and they have spoken clearly that they are, why not you take them to heaven? Well, you can't take a place where you don't know how to get there. But there's a way to get there. It is simple. It is the most simple of all ways. You need a system that does exactly what you want done. And what is it that you want done that works for you? You want to be able to be happy. I'm talking about you. You want to feel free and joyous. You want to live your dreams. That's what you want. You want your needs, your wants, and your desires met whenever you call on them. You don't want to suffer for a lack of nothing, not food, not clothing, not housing, not education, not health care, not anything that's controlled by the hands of man. You want to be able to access it. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to every last human being on the face of the earth. And you don't want to have to worry about anything. You want to be assured, protected. That's every last human being on the face of the earth. And no human being, none of us, experience that. There are those who, for one reason, we might know what they are, that experience some things that many of us don't and wish we could, but wishing won't get us there. And then it comes to how do we, this that we all want. We have to change our way of doing things, ladies and gentlemen. We have to change our way of doing things. We must do it in a system that would accomplish what it is that we want. We might not even know what the system is, but we know what we want, so we shoot at what we want under the guidelines of that which we understand to be relevant. So we know everybody wants something out of this earth, needs something out of this earth, requires something out of this earth. So we understand that everybody must give something back to this earth, to this earth, to this earth. That this earth is just as real. The resources of the just as real as we are real. We are just as real, serving the purposes of one another. We want what we just mentioned to happen. So that means each of us must participate in the process of acquiring that, which means that all of those things that we were describing that we will not be without, these things must continuously be made as they are today by those who've been making them all the time, the people. Only this time, those who are doing it because they love it. It gives them their joy. Not because of money, because now you don't need money. Why you don't need money? Because as you do what you do, you are creating your own stuff. You are a business, a corporation amongst the human race. That the food, the clothing, the housing, all of the stuff that you're doing is a corporation that no one will be hungry. This is an agreement made between the people of the earth. No one is going to suffer a lack of anything that's made by the hands of man. And you're making an agreement that everybody will participate and everybody will engage in that which gives them their greatest joy. And people will not have to be leaving their countries, going to other places, running from hell, because they will be experiencing the same heaven all over the earth, all over the earth. Who's telling you about that? Who's telling you that it's so simple that all you have to do is move money out of the way and guarantee through the process of doing this that everybody needs are met. Everybody's desires are met. Why? Because you, the people, have decided that you're going to choose a walk in life that allows you to participate in making that so for everybody. No, you're not going to be lying. You're not going to be cheating. You're not going to be stealing. You're not going to be advocating for hate and racism and bigotry. You're not going to be out there getting guns and stuff talking about killing or going into war, because you don't have to. Why? Because your needs, your wants, your desires are being met, and you are satisfied in these bodies on this earth during these times. This, my friends, is my offer to the world. Stop running. Take responsibility for what it is that exists. And if you don't like it, change it. Change it for what is better. Not just for what is expedient, but for what is best. And what does that best means? It works for everybody. You can't beat that. If it's working for everybody, you can't beat that. Everybody's satisfied, you can't beat that. So work toward that. I feel that I'm satisfied. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, man or woman, black or white. This message needs to be taught. This message is the message that will cause you, or should cause you, to wake up. To at least think, and I guarantee you, if you think, you'll wake up. A lot of people turn to marijuana, hoping, well, not even hoping, they just accidentally turn to marijuana and find out they begin to wake up. Yeah, they begin to wake up. I'm going to tell you just like it is. They begin to wake up. Now, sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. But let's look at it like it truly is. Whether they wake up or not, our system is the same system that has always existed. Before they woke and after they woke, it's still here. So that means the system, my friends. So if you want different, you got to do different. It will be different. It will require different. Okay, I think I got enough. Until next time, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.